Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to Dominions 5. My name's Mew. This is turn 1 in a game called NationGen for Mew. In the beginning there was chaos, and now the wheel has turned once again. We're playing as Idbal. This is going to be a strange game. This is a NationGen game, meaning that all of the nations in the game are randomly generated. And it's also a MagicGen game, meaning that all of the spells in the spellbook are randomly generated as well. I did a game like this once before on the channel. It's been a while since I did the MagicGen game though. Probably been quite a few updates to it since then. Probably going to see plenty of new weird stuff, I'm sure. The map is also a MapNuke map. So the map is also randomly generated, although that's slightly less impressive, I suppose. So I have an intro video for this series which covers the god that we made, which is this one, your Google search history. So it talks a little bit about why I made that god, and I went over some of the units the nation can recruit as well. But just in case you skipped the intro video for the series, I'll just briefly go through our nation. We are a bunch of elephant people, as you can see. Our mages are these guys. They are all spell singers. The two middle guys are priests. We've got a level 1 and level 2 priest. These guys are our smaller mages. They're all F2. One of them comes with astral, one comes with nature, and then they have these picks. And then these guys are our big mages. They are not cap only though, they just require 4 resource commander points. But we can recruit them anywhere. They have 1 in fire, earth, and astral, but they get a joined pick of 2 levels in one of these paths. This guy is fire, earth, and nature. Same thing though. In addition to being spell singers, these guys also generate resources, which is quite nice as well. We have this big sacred dude who is extremely expensive, but he flies. And there's unit versions of those as well. 155 gold, 61 resources, and 37 recruitment points. Might be quite hard to mass these guys, but they are very big and chunky. They also have a second shape apparently, which is a half-rat hybrid. Never seen that yet, so I'm not sure what it's like, but yeah. These are my Volcano Guardians. I'll try to recruit them a bit later. Not amazing weapons, they do have a big great bow though, which is pretty cool. 21 protection, damn. Our starting units are these guys, the Idbalish champions. I'll be leaning on these guys quite a bit. 70 gold, they are size 5, 52 hit points, 14 protection, got a shield, and a length 4 spear. They're pretty good. These guys should be pretty good for expanding. Our army starts with 4 of those guys, I think, yeah. So I'm recruiting, I think, 2 more, and then also a couple of bashers who are very similar. They dual wield clubs. Yeah, we have a very big, chunky unit. Quite expensive though. There's also a few kind of random other things down here. A light basher and a velite, and another guy with a great bow, which is quite good. And a little guy with a short bow. This is the nation in brief. Our god is a rainbow whose job is mostly just to walk around site searching. In particular, I'd like to find astral sites, but we'll get to that later. You can go watch the intro video if you want to find out why. I will probably do separate videos during this series looking through the spellbook. I did that in the other 2 MagicGen series so that you can kind of get a sense of what's in here. And also think about what other nations might be researching as well. For now, we are spending turn 1 researching, so we've got 56 points of research. Going to get construction 1 first. There's quite a nice little spell in here which costs a gem. Mighty Toughen Steel. This is an area effect 31 spell that gives you +3 protection on all of your armor, if you have armor. And then if you fail to resist a magic resistance roll, you also get +4 strength. So that's an extremely nice buff to just have at level 1 in the spellbook. So we'll pick that up first, and then I'm going to go up Conjuration for a bit. There's some cool stuff at 5, which we'll see later. In terms of our position on the map, we, as I said, have mages that generate resources, so we don't need too many resources, and these guys don't actually need that many. Only 23 each, these guys are 13 each. So we're pretty light on our resource demands, and because of how expensive our troops are, and these guys only need 4 rec points as well, we don't need many rec points either. The thing that's really going to hold us back recruiting is gold. So what I really want is just high income provinces. We suggest farmlands. These farmlands are flanked by like mountains and wastelands and swamps and things. These might be a bit better. Lots of plains around here. We have nothing but plains in our cap besides this one forest. This is our resource province. I'm hoping these are going to be nice high-income provinces for us. That would be really useful. Millgate that we can see is 96 income currently. And we have quite good scales as well. We have 1 in order, 1 in prod, and 3 growth. So over time we should have pretty good income, but Millgate is a nice little start. Gonna probably want to go there first. So my scout is going to head over there. We'll get an accurate, or more accurate scouting report. Hopefully this is something we can attack on turn 1. We probably want to do that. Starting army, as I said, is a couple of champions. We'll put in 2 more champions, some bashers, and then we've also got some velots as well who throw hatchets. Not very accurately, but that's 15 points of slash damage if it hits. So these guys should be pretty good. They shouldn't have too much problem expanding through most types of independence. So hopefully we get some like pretty normal independence. We should be okay against tribes and infantry and stuff. Barbarians and such might give us some problems, but they usually do. For the time being though, we won't worry too much about that. We'll aim to get some of these plains and farmlands over here, I think. But hopefully we just generally get some high income provinces. Last thing to do on turn 1 is name our prophet. We are your Google search history. So we need to give our prophet a fittingly sort of cruel name to own all of our opponents. So let's go with chat rooms for lonely people. Declare my prophet there. And that is it for turn 1. There are some good mercenaries available. We've got the Black Fists up, but I think I would rather just recruit some more elephants than roll the dice on whether or not we get those. And that should be fine. So that was turn 1 in NationGen for Mew. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a moment. Hello, welcome back. We got our research and construction done. Next up, conjuration. There is some interesting stuff on the way to 5. We have a national spell which gives us horned serpents that have sleep aura, which is pretty funny when you just spam it with lots of mages. But I'll look through these levels as we hit them. For now, 5 will be the target. We might change... We do have some nice ones in enchantment pretty early. So all of our mages are F2. Well, our simple mages are F2. And there is a spell that gives a group of units Fire Shield, and also a group of units Heat Aura as well, in addition to a basic Flaming Arrow spell. So Enchantment 2 is a pretty nice target if we need some fire buffs quickly. But if we are safe for a while to do some research, we'll try and get Conjuration. Anyway, let's read some proclamations, shall we? Proclamation from Itsmu. Half-price Shrimp Day is the prophet of going to the market. Vessel of Might, the brilliant one in the sky, fountain of all waters, star of the sea. Kapugahi, we have apes together, strong. The prophet of Apes, crystallizer of dreams, the morning star, the eternal poet. Argard, we have Tiny Soprano, is the prophet of Teeny Weeny Gandolfini, king of order, eater of children, lord of the foothills. At Lustrand, we have Oh Here Comes the Drop, is the prophet of world-shattering mixtape, master of strength, master of inventions, commander of truth, master of dirt. A lot of mastery in there. Per Wajrus, but please don't, the scout, is the prophet of You are obligated to kill me, the Most High, King of Kings, Prince of Arcane Mysteries, Tower of Strength. We have Arkodos, Moon Disambiguation, is the prophet of Nasuverse Wiki Admin, the Evening Star, the Remote and Inaccessible King, Dispenser of Fate, the Unforgiving King. Good epithets for an admin, I guess. There's me, Idbal. Chat rooms for lonely people is the prophet of your Google search history. Shining Boat of Heaven. Why do I have 1 epithet? Probably because I have Dominion 2, if I had to guess. Patileria. Magic Man is the prophet of Bull 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 Bull, and I don't know what is happening. Alright, is this... I guess this is a trinity, and this is the Ellipsis is the other god as well. Great Defender. Sisychos, Means-Tested Debt Jubilee, is the prophet of neoliberal state-run nonce god. Devourer of Sins, the Computing Fire, he who stole the fire. Totis, we have eels and other underwater snakes, is the prophet of shrimps and other underwater bugs. Friend of the Dead, King of Horses, he who makes clear the way. Dongbak, Get in the Clockwork, is a prophet of Human Instrumentality Project. Prince of Might, Patron of Human Sacrifice. Bawur, Easily Combable Hairy Donut, is a prophet of Online Psychosexual Showdown. The Afterthought, God of Men's Fate, the Undeceivable God. And that is it for Proclamations. No amazing epithets, but nice to see everyone actually rename their prophet for once. Always a good sign. Here we are now, turn 2. So yeah, I mentioned we only have Dominion 2. If you skip the intro video, that is true. I'll also show off my bless as well. So Dominion 2, our bless is Magic Weapons, Shock Res, Fire Res, Cold Res, Reinvigoration, and Mountain Survival. You may have noticed none of our mages are sacred, so the bless is really only useful for our Volcano Guardians, and maybe these guys as well, if we thug them out. If we do manage to get some astral income, we can also forge shrouds, of course, so those shrouds will be quite nice in our mages too. Full resists and some reinvigoration, not bad. Well, almost full resist. But yeah, there's the bless and the Dominion status. Anyway, here's the map now. Millgate, still 96 income. We can see we actually have crystal Jade Amazons in our cap circle as well. That's quite nice because we don't have water access usually. So, in fact, let me just check. We don't, right? No water. Jades do have water, so that's pretty good. Hopefully we can take that pretty early and start recruiting there. I can see a throne here, also 98 income. Broker, also 98 income. In terms of income, not too bad. The forest is only 36, but I mean, it's a forest, so can't really ask for much. The indies around here don't look too bad either. Millgate is just Horse Tribe Cavalry. We got some Horse Tribe Cavalries and Horse Tribe Chiefs in Dunmer. We got some Lion Tribe in Roka. Some Militias and Heavy Infantries and Archers in Utavania. Cap Circle is very simple looking so far. So all in all, you know, not a bad little start. We're going to attack Millgate this turn. So here is the layout. One thing that's a bit scary about all these archers is I do want to move my god out immediately because, yeah, he really should just be doing some site searching as quickly as possible. Lots of paths to search for. So he's all the way at the back. My prophet is at the front doing Holy Avenger and then our Smite, which is Symbol of Soul Sundering. This is pretty good. 15 points of armor getting damage that also Soul Slays. Not sure if the Soul Slay will be terribly useful during expansion, but the armor getting damage is pretty good. Our dudes are pushed to the front. Got the elephants slightly behind the Velites. Although the elephants are slightly faster than the Velites, so elephants should get in front probably pretty soon, actually. It'd be nice if they hit at the same time. The Velites themselves are skirmishers, so they actually get a morale bonus for being in a sparse line, or just no morale penalty. And yeah, our leader is a very good leader as well. +1 for 380 leadership. So we got sparse lines in the front. Pretty nice. We just want to close very quickly and take out these archers. We shouldn't have too many problems though. I'm hoping we attrition very little. Not sure where to go after that though is the thing, because yeah, I mean, I guess we want to go through Cormac and then into the farmland and then get some of these provinces. That would be ideal. This is a MapNuke map, and so you really want to expand outward as fast as possible on MapNuke maps to get your exterior ring. Because you're always going to be quite close to neighbors in all directions. There's going to be a cap, like what? I can't remember what the number is. Maybe this one? Like 3 provinces between it, and that would be too close. I can't remember what the distance is, but there'll be like 4 provinces between us and a cap. Like, it's probably this as a cap, and this? Actually, I'm not sure now. I guess we'll find out as the turns go by. But I always remember you want to quickly grab as much exterior territory as possible and then fill in on MapNuke maps, because there's no like natural... Nothing's really blocked ever. It's always just grids in all directions. But yeah, we'll hit Millgate. My god is just casting Assemble Clockwork Soldiers. This gives you 3 Clockwork Soldiers per cast. All the way at the back though, I'm really just hoping that nobody tries to attack him. That would be ideal. We do have like there's like 1 buff we could put on ourselves that might be useful, which is Protective Force. Takes 2 turns to cast though. There's also Earthend as well, which would take an air gem. I suppose we could actually do that, right? Oh, we don't have any air gems though. I could alchemize a pearl into an air gem just to cast that on myself to be extra careful. Now let's just hope we don't get hit. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Scout's going to move on to Cormac. Mercenaries now are Blackfist and Bernard's Brave Men. Pretty decent. We're just going to recruit some units though. Getting 4 of our champions. Yeah, we have tons of rec points left over. Not many resources left over though. Need some mages in our cap, or maybe just some provinces. But we won't be locked on resources too much, I don't think. For now though, that is turn 2. So we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a moment. Hello, welcome back. There was a battle in Millgate. Let's see how we did. So we're just up against a lot of horse archers, unfortunately. So this is lots of just walking forwards towards the archers. Almost all of our troops have shields at least. Everyone but the bashers. My god is at the back, casting these clockwork soldiers. Not terribly useful. At least he's not drawing any arrow fire. And eventually we get on these dudes. Once we get up to stuff, we should be pretty fine. We do get very, very unlucky at the end here. Where one of our units starts bleeding. If you're bleeding, that's pretty bad. So realistically, we shouldn't have lost any of our elephants, but we lost one of our bashes because of that. I think that's what piercing weapons have a chance to cause bleeding. I'm not sure how it works, but when it does work, it's very annoying. But we lost 4 of the Velites, and yeah, lost that basher to bleeding, unfortunately. Did take the province though. Pretty nice province. So in addition to being a 96 income province, also comes with an arena, so that's another 25 gold. That's a very good start for us, in terms of provinces. Can now see Utavania is 54 income, Gold Mountain's 25. So these provinces not very good compared to these two. Can also see the throne next to us. Probably not going to be attacking this for a very long time. This is Icarids, Horse-Tribe Cavalries, Springhawks, and Griffins, which is pretty bad. There's also a huge Titan of Heaven towering over the army. So all in all, looks pretty tough. Might be a long time before we can attack that. There's also a little water province next to us, and the mercenary company available now is the Fisherman. 120 gold, could give that a shot. Probably not going to though. I deployed all of our gold this turn on 4 more champions. We can't recruit mages yet, but eventually our income should get high enough. And this province does let us recruit leaders as well. Not the best leaders in the world, but you know, they're leaders. So we're going to start getting leaders here probably every turn, and they'll go back to lead out elephants. So we should have another expansion army going out in, what, 3 turns? Recruit this next turn, send it back, and then lead it out. But we'll keep doing that. Our other commanders in our cap are all very expensive, unfortunately. Even like our basic commander is 130 gold. So, yeah. Scout's 60, but can't lead anything. But this turn, we are going to press on into Cormac, I think. I'll try and get to Holberg if we can. I think the route will be just to ring in this stuff. So we'll get Holberg, this province, and then down to Gentle Plains. We'll just try and get that. We won't get like super greedy. But we'll see. We can already see dark candles over here somewhere. Yeah, Suthu has a dark candle. So there's going to be neighbours around here somewhere probably. But that'll be the plan. This is a lot of Atavi. It's 80 monkeys, which is a lot of arrows again. So hopefully we don't lose too much. But I'm hoping we can get through that and then get a nice easy province in Holberg, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, should have another expansion army soon at least. My god is going to hang out in Millgate now. I'm going to do some site searching. Plains don't have huge odds for magic sites, but maybe we'll get lucky. That'll be nice. And that I think is it for this turn. So I'll leave it there. If you're interested in playing your own NationGen games, I'll put a link to that in the description. If you're interested in playing your own MagicGen games, I'll put a link to that in the description. If you're interested in playing a game on a MapNuke map, I'll put a link to that in the description. Otherwise though, thanks for watching. If you're enjoying it, please consider subscribing to the channel, or leaving a like or a comment or all that YouTube stuff. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video.